What impact does eating 10,000 calories in one single day have on your body? Today I'm going to be consuming 10,000 calories and going to prove that you can get back on track in just a few days' time. So it is the morning of the challenge. It is 5:38. Time to take my starting waist measurement and let's see what impact the 10,000 challenge has on me today. Not sure if you can see the waist measurement, but it is 79.5 centimetres or 31 inches. So meal number one is going to be some Crave cereal, and then I'm just going to have individual bowls. I'm going to weigh this out all into one so that I have the serving and then just split it into individual bowls to stop it getting soggy. So as you can see here, I have my regular bowl and my big bowl. And without the milk, it's 1816. With the milk, it's probably going to be about 2100. So just shows you how much is in cereal. Two and a half bowls down. So I had my Crave cereal breakfast this morning of almost 2,000 calories and went out a run. There's no training in the diary for me today, but I can assure you the impact it had on my body was not great. I felt bloated, I felt sick, I had a stitch, I had to stop a few times. Ultimately, not something I would recommend. So avoid large meals, pre-run and pre-workout. Moving on to meal number two. So it's about 4 hours or so after my first meal. I'm actually ready to eat, believe it or not, and I have Scottish delicacy here. I've got 2 rolls with sausage and bacon. We've also got some butter and 2 cream eggs as dessert as well. That's going to be my meal two, and it's going to get me 1,530 calories. This is where madness comes in terms of calories. I'm going to take 10 grams of butter and butter up my roll, and I've already got myself 100 calories. So as you can see, the rolls have went down easily. Just got to finish off my cream eggs and I am good to go for meal number two. We have another 1,530 calories in the bag, sitting around 3,500 for the day so far. And it is 10:45 a.m. Next meal is going to be a big challenge though. Stay tuned for what it is. Apart from some very greasy and sticky hands, this challenge has been not too bad so far. I'm actually feeling relatively able to eat just now, so before the big meals later on, I'm just going to get half an Easter egg out of the way, which is going to account towards my calories for the day. About 600 in this total. I'm going to have half right now. That is half an Easter egg down, but I'm not going to overdo it just now because I am starting to feel quite full and save myself for the big ones coming up. This is where things are starting to heat up. So we have a Five Guys meal. I've got a large Cajun fries here, along with their biggest burger, which is the double bacon and cheese. Now, of course, I have a Coke Zero and some low sugar ketchup because I'm watching my figure. But ultimately, this meal is going to get me well over 2,000 calories. So, I am starting to definitely hit the wall here with this meal. I can literally feel my body heating up from the thermogenesis. Essentially what happens is when you take in an enormous amount of calories, your body temperature will go up in an effort to burn them off. But I'm going to try and round this out in the next few minutes and then give myself, I'm probably going to need a big break after this, at least 6 hours I reckon. So we'll see how I get on. Meal number 3 is complete. That was definitely the toughest part yet. Really starting to feel it. I feel like shit, I'm bloated, did not want to finish that, but I got through it. So this is the final big meal now. I have half a Domino's pizza, I've got half a serving of garlic knots, and half a serving of chicken nuggets with a large dip. Plus I have some fruit gums and some Reese's eggs. Now I've still got half an Easter egg to finish off as well. This will take me over the 10K.
2 hours later.
So we are on the final meal of the night. We had a bit of a technical error, so it's made this challenge more difficult. It is now 9:15. I still have the Easter egg, the Reese's and the pizza to go. So I'm going to start with the pizza, finish off the Easter egg, and I think I probably only need about 2 or 3 of these to reach my target for the day. So as you can see, we are all done. The fruit gums, the eggs and the egg. I am bloated as hell. It is 9:30 p.m. exactly, and we are all done for the evening. So on the scale, it looks like I've gained about 5 kilograms today, and a definite food belly here as well. So now it's time to do the waist measurement. The waist measurement was 31 inches 79 centimetres this morning. It is now 34.5 inches and 87 centimetres. So a significant increase in one day. But this is night time. That'll come down a good bit in the morning, I hope. So as you can see, 3 kilograms up this morning still, which is like 7 pounds. I don't know if you can tell from my face, but I feel like shit. I'm so tired. I just feel sore and bloated. So let's see what my waist measurement is this morning. So the waist measurement has gone up. It is 32.5 inches or 82.5 centimetres. So still quite a significant increase from yesterday morning. So as you can see, my weight is up quite considerably day over day. But let's look at the real impact here. My maintenance calories are around 2,600 per day. So I overconsumed 7,400 calories in one day. Probably more than you're ever going to do in a given weekend. Now, let's look at the real impact over the course of the next few days. Now, we have some studies to show that when you massively increase food intake, your body does make some adjustments, things like thermogenesis and fidgeting. And I've done the calculations, my body's going to deal with about an extra 2,000 calories. So we have a 5,400 surplus that I need to deal with over the next few days. All I've done was cut 1,000 calories from my 2,600 maintenance, and as you can see on screen now, I was back to the pre-10,000 calorie challenge weight in just 4 days. That means if you have a bad weekend, don't stress, just get back to plan and get back on track. If you want to know what impact eating 1,600 calories has in your body, go and check out this video off to the side right now.